What's going on, Dragon Brawlers? Welcome back to Players Guild. I'm Scott Seven, your guild master, and I'm joined by Loki Smith. How are you doing, sir?
Hello, good morning, and we haven't done this in a while, and to be honest, I was not expecting us to do it again.
Well, we're here. It's
We're
Realm
here, we
of the
queer deal
Gods?
with it.
Realm of the Gods? Yeah, right?
A
Not Realm of the Gods.
realm of the gods,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we're going to be talking about yesterday's reveals and today's reveals. Because it continues on this theme of the Son Goku Mastered Ultra Instinct vibe. So let's take it away with our first leader and first card in the set, if you would, Loki.
We're doing the leader first.
Yes, Son Goku.
They updated a lot of stuff. Why I can't find the leader?
Never mind, I will take it for you then. Permanent. You can't send cards from your drop area to your warp. It's a permanent that we've seen on set 6 Boo. It's basically to stop overwhelm shenanigans. Auto, when this card attacks, draw a card. Pretty standard effect on a leader. Activate main once per turn, burst free. Draw a card, then choose one card in your hand and discard it. So on that activate main, you're putting 4 cards in your drop just to draw a card. That's quite hefty.
Yeah, sorry, my Facebook is not working.
Oh no.
I refreshed the site,
Yes.
and I only see today's cards.
Oh. Well, I will
I don't have yesterday's post.
screen share with you.
What the hell?
Facebook gonna Facebook.
Clearly.
I will screen share with you, don't worry.
Thank you.
There we go, Facebook, boom. You should be able to see that.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Awesome. So yeah, and then we have the awakened skill of when your life is 4 or less, or there are 7 or more Universe 7 cards in your drop area, you may draw a card, switch up to one of your energy to active mode, and then flip over. So it's a standard untap 1, draw 1, except it has an additional condition of 7 Universe 7 characters. Cards, actually, so there are some extra cards that are Universe 7 as well, right?
Yes, there's a couple that have that tag, so they could be played with that Goku leader from TOP. Maybe we're going to see a unison at some point with the tag.
Maybe.
Seeing as the winner of the World Championship said that he's going to be designing something for Invoker.
Oh, awesome! That's wicked.
But yeah, getting that 4 cards in the drop immediately with the activate main is really, really nice. It would be nice to see something that actually pays you off for having the cards put in the graveyard.
Yeah.
Or in the discard pile. Or drop area, whatever it's called in this game.
All of the terms. Yeah. I can understand what you're saying on that.
Because just putting the cards for the sake of putting the cards, I just don't see it.
Right, I mean, yeah, you I guess you can draw 2, and you draw on your first turn if you're going first, which isn't terrible.
Yeah, no, that's all fine, but you're bursting free and then you're discarding a card.
Yeah.
You're losing 4 cards to draw that 1 card, which is a bit of a... I know that this deck wants to have cards in the graveyard, but usually decks like this have a payoff for putting cards in the graveyard.
Yeah, I agree. So let's look at the awakened side. Son of Goku, Supreme Warrior.
This has been spoiled ages ago.
Yeah, this is an old one. Again, still has that permanent of you can't send cards from your drop to your warp. Activate main, draw a card, then place up to 3 cards from the top of your deck in your drop area. So again, you don't even have the on attack draw this time. You will have to put. I mean, you can. Put
you don't
0.
have to put any cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard. You can just draw a card every turn.
Yeah, because it's up to 3. And then the activate main, sparking 20. Whew, add up
half
to
of your deck gone.
Add up to 1 mono red Universe 7 card from your drop area to your hand, and then negate a skill for the turn. So this is really good for the Freezer Goku secret rare.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's nice that you can bring back the secret, but let's be honest, wouldn't it be more interesting to see cards like one of the payoffs I could potentially see is the Invoker cards.
Yeah.
Oh no, because you can't warp the cards from your drop.
Mono red.
No, it's not that. It's you can't warp the cards from your drop, so you can't use the Invoker.
Ah, so yeah. So it's definitely just this is not an invoker strategy, people. And
That's a shame.
then let's look at the Unison, which is Golden Freezer and Android 17 determined tag team. If you want to take this one.
So this is a 2 specified red unison, but it has empower red 2, which means it can drop as a 4 marker unison for 2 energy.
Mm.
On burst 1, if this card has 4 more markers when it's played, you draw a card. Again, it's a burst 1, so you mill that 1 card. I guess a lot of decks would like this, because it's only burst 1 to draw 1. This is fairly alright, because it's like draw a card, discard a card, right?
Yeah.
Or rather, draw 2 cards, discard a card, but you don't have that choice of discard.
Yeah.
And then, once per turn, if it's your turn, when a card is placed in your drop area from your deck, and it says any card. It doesn't need to be battle card, it can be extra card, it can be unison card. Anything goes, and it needs to go from the deck to the drop area. You add the marker to this card, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards. It gets minus 15,000 power for the turn.
Which
one janky use of this card that comes into mind with this auto is against any deck that's using the Oceanus counterattack.
Ah, yeah.
Because this is going to be proccing, so then you can remove a blocker. You declare an attack, you mill cards, you remove a blocker, and then you can get some hits in.
Yeah. Also, I really like the idea of this maybe in Cooler Mill.
It's whenever a card is placed in your drop area from your deck.
Ah, okay, maybe not then.
So, the only thing I can think about this being useful is when you use that burst.
Mm.
And the fact is that you can empower on top of itself. Fun fact, this unison can only get a marker if you mill cards from your deck.
Oh yeah, it's not got a plus.
No, it doesn't have a plus ability. It only gains a marker with that once per turn
or
when you
putting
mill
it
a card.
underneath it. I mean,
Or putting it underneath it, but I think at that point you're better off to just empower.
Yeah, true.
And then it has -4 that gives it 5,000 power and triple attack for the turn.
Mm.
So there's going to be 20k triple attack.
Yes, it is. So that's nothing to scoff at. That's kind of like that's really good, especially if you like. But you'd have to be at 5 markers for it. So I'm curious.
You can do it. You can do it turn 2.
Can you?
Yes.
Oh, fair enough.
If you have a leader that you can set up, awaken, and untap 2 energy, you play any 2-drop red unison that has a +1 skill.
Oh, so you have 3 markers, and then you.
And then you awaken. Oh no, wait, that doesn't work, does it?
No. You can only carry 2
you just need. Oh no, even better. You just need a 1-drop unison turn 1 if there is any that would survive. Because turn 2 you play this, get 2 markers. It's at 4 markers, but you burst 1 because it has 4 markers. And draw a card. Because you burst, you get the marker. You have 5 markers, you -4. There we go. Turn 2, you can do it with a 1-drop unison, or if you have an awakened leader that untaps 2 energy.
Yeah, and that's quite a beat stick there. So yeah, that's interesting. And also, it's nice to see 17 and Frieza fighting the good fight.
Now we have a Goku and Frieza. We have Frieza and 17. We just now need Goku and 17.
Yes. Then we have, like, this card's artwork weirds me out so much. The foot looks wrong.
Yeah, the foot looks like it's broken at the calf.
Yeah, but thankfully this card has an SPR, so it's all forgiven. Take us through this one as well, because this one's quite wordy.
So this one is 8-drop with 6 specified red, which we know this game, that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Deflect, double strike, dual attack. Double strike, dual attack a lot with 35,000 power. Auto, once per turn, sparking 20. When this card attacks, your opponent reveals their hand, choose up to 1 card with energy cost of 7 or less from it, and discard it.
I like that.
So it's a card, so you can't get rid of the secrets. There's a couple of secrets that cost less. It's once per turn, it's good with the dual attack. You need to have that sparking 20. But the card is not unique either.
No, it's not.
So I think with some proper awakening, maybe some blue-red shenanigans, and untapping energy with Senzu Bean, it is possible to play 2 of those in 1 turn.
That would be scary because they're gonna hit the board.
Yeah, because they have deflect.
Yeah.
So activate main for red if there are 10 or more Universe 7 cards in your drop area. Again, cards, not battle cards. Play this card from your hand, choose all of your opponent's battle cards, and they get minus 35,000 power for the turn, and you can play non-red battle cards for the turn.
Nothing about blue extra cards. Senzu beam.
Exactly. So you play this, you awaken, get your 2 energy back, attack with this, get the auto, see their hand. If you deem it necessary, you double Senzu and play another one.
Yeah.
Because this doesn't replace the card. I mean, the only way it replaces the cards that you discard is by giving them cards from life.
Yeah.
But if they can't afford to take card from life,
Yeah.
yeah. And red is very good at putting people at 2 life.
Yeah, it's a real nice pressure end game card with a sparking 20, right? Like that seems to be what, like that's almost half a deck, right? Like I mean,
Yeah,
if you play
it is half a deck.
Yeah.
It is half a deck.
Yeah.
Because you need to remember there is also your life, which you need to have some.
True.
There's your energy. There's cards in hand. There is going to be over half of your deck gone.
Yeah, so it's a risk reward thing, right? Like it literally does kind of fit that Ultra Instinct vibe of just being like, we are at our limits, right? Like we need to win now, or we're going to lose, kind of thing. That's what I get.
The only thing I have a problem with is this card. Now I'm going to be talking about the whole strategy. We haven't seen everything, but it just feels weird because if you don't draw it early enough, you can only play it once. If you keep on milling it, which you
Yeah.
know that if we were playing it for our casual untapped potential, whoever was playing this would keep on milling all of them, and they can only bring back one with the leader ability.
Yeah. So then we have Android 17 for the universe's survival. Love that. Free drop.
Yeah, the card is absolutely ridiculous.
2 specified red. It's another SR for red. 0.5k, 15k, double strike, sparking 7. When this card attacks, look at the top 3 cards from the top of your deck. Add up to 1 mono red universe 7 card among them to your hand. Then place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Nice, it's a searcher. Activate main, limit 1. If your leader card is a red universe 7 and there are 5 or more universe 7 cards in your drop area, play this card from your hand. A 1-drop 15k double strike that searches you a card, so it takes.
No, it's only double strike if you have sparking 7.
Oh,
That's what we need to clarify here.
Sparking 7 for the when this card attacks.
No, because that
Right.
would be after the auto skill.
Right, my
So
bad.
the restrictions are always after the type of a skill.
Yeah, my bad.
Double strike sparking 7 means that you need to have spark, which is, I'm surprised it took them this long to get this type of an effect. I'm surprised we didn't have this type of effect in the past. Like, when they introduced sparking in set 5, it would be fairly interesting. So one thing I want to point about this one, there's a couple of things actually I want to point about this one because that's me. You can use this with Invoker Leader because that's a Surge Leader.
Yeah.
Because this doesn't say if your leader is a mono red
Mono-red,
Universe
yeah.
7.
Yeah.
So I think Surge would be quite happy with having a 1-drop 15k double striker. Helps not to attack the face because we know that the Invoker wins different way.
Yeah.
But to remove the unisons.
Yeah. Really handy. And when you're attacking, you can filter through your deck, right?
Yeah, if you see the card. So for example, let's see you have Tournament of Power, because you need to have Tournament of Power on board, right? You get to check the top 3 cards. You put them at the bottom, and then you want. Or if you see a mono red battle card there that you can pick, because they ran some, right?
Yeah, the Vegeta's a mono red, right?
No, the Invoker one is multi.
Is it?
Because Invoker is the multicolor keyword.
Oh.
Unless
right.
you don't have a revival card that's monocolor.
Okay. Is there a mono red battle card there? Is the Android 17-18 card a mono red?
There is some mono red cards that you could find there. If you see it with TOP.
I mean, you can find this card again if you see it.
Yeah, so the trick you can do with how Dragon Ball works TOP lets you rearrange the top cards of your deck. If you see cards you don't want to put at the bottom of your deck, you put the mono red battle card you want to grab on top of your deck, and then you decide to look only at one card from the top of your deck.
Yeah.
And then you keep the other two.
Yeah.
Because you can choose to look at up to 3 cards from the top of your deck, and you only put the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck. So if you look only at one card, you don't put anything back.
Yeah, it's a powerful little card. I do really like it, and I definitely think it's SR worthy, definitely. So then we'll move on to the reboot. Well, it's not a reboot.
No, it's not a reboot. It's
not
a pre-release.
I fell into that trap. The Vegeta into Vegeta Crimson Warrior, which is a great name. So when it attacks, draw a card. It's got 10k base power, like most leaders do on their front. Activate battle. Once per turn, choose up to 1 red or blue Saiyan card in your hand and discard it. So it's up to, so you can choose 0. And also activate battle, so you can do it in your turn or your opponent's. Look at up to 3 cards from the top of your deck. Add up to 1 Son Goku, Vegeta, or Gogeta BR card among them to your hand. Place the remaining at the bottom, or on top of your deck in any order. Sorry. So, is this meant to be activate main? Or you think it's intentional? This is interesting.
I think it's supposed to be activated. There is one thing about this. And I think this is intentional to be activate battle.
Okay.
Because as you were reading, did you notice a difference between this type of a skill and, for example, the Android 17 we just read?
I didn't, so...
You return the cards to the top of your deck.
Yeah.
If you don't find any targets, they still stay on top of your deck.
Oh.
That's why I think it's activate battle, so you can use it twice a turn.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that, yeah.
Because if you see no targets, you're stuck with that. So you need to draw for turn, attack with him. Because if during your turn you see no targets, then you attack. Sure, you draw 1 card. Your opponent's turn, there is no point for you to do this, because you need to discard another card. And 2 out of those 3 cards are no targets.
Okay. Interesting. And then we have the Awaken of when your life is 4 or less and you have 4 or more energy, which is a nice little change to that. You may draw a card and switch up to 1 energy to active. So untap 1, draw 1. We've seen that quite a few times. But then look at this artwork. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I cannot wait to get this from
I still think it looks like Legends or something like that.
Yeah,
Legends
that's
or
fair. That's fair.
Heroes or whatever it is. One of those arcade mobile games.
So when we have red Gogeta BR cards in your hand, gain the following skill: Union Fusion for red, blue, 2, unspecified, Son Goku BR, and Vegeta BR. So basically, all your Gogetas become Union Fusion for 4.
Even those that only have X-Evolve skills, even those that don't have any skills like the game one.
Yeah.
But 4 energy is still a fairly hefty cost to do that.
It is, but it allows you to get into those bigger boys quickly, I think. And the fact that there's 1 blue in there kind of forces you into that multi-strategy, which is nice.
Yeah.
I really do like it. So hopefully we can see some more red-blue Gogeta stuff come through in future. When this card attacks, draw 1. That's kind of a standard effect. And auto, once per turn, when you play a Gogeta BR card, draw a card and untap 1 of your red/blue multicolor energy. So
it needs to be specifically a multicolor.
Specifically red-blue, right? It's not saying
Yes.
red or blue.
No, it needs to be red-blue multicolor.
Is that the
I think
first
if
time
it
we've
was
seen
3
something
colors, you wouldn't be able to, or maybe you would be,
like
because
this?
it
Is
is
this the
still
first time we've seen
red-blue.
something like this? Is this the first time we've seen like them specify the multicolor card to untap?
No, I think Beerus was like that as well.
Ah, okay. And then
The Beerus super combo was also untapping the multicolor, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's done at the end of the turn, not during, so not when you play it. It's just like you get the draw, and then at the end of your turn,
You get 1 energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have your defense.
So you can't extend the plays.
No.
Which is fair. They've been careful about that since the unyielding.
Yes, that's true. And then we have Super Saiyan God Trunks, Spirit Empowered, and X-Cost Unison with a 2 specified blue. Alter, when this card is placed in your drop area from your Unison area, choose up to one of your Unison cards with Empower Blue free and add a marker to it. So this is very much designed to be played. Like, this only works pretty much if you are playing an Empowered free Unison,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So we expect the blue Unison to be Empower free, which I don't like really. It should be Empower blue. It shouldn't see Empower blue free. But they couldn't do that actually with how the keyword is made. It needs to be a specific value of the Empower blue, because you don't have a card with Empower blue. You have card with Empower blue 1, 2, 3, etc.
Yeah. Then we have a +1 activate battle, which I really like this effect. So best one, choose it to one of your blue cards, and it gets 5k for the battle. So it's a little bit of a bean.
It's more of a free combo. Rather, the top card of your deck becomes a combo card.
Oh, for the battle, sorry, not for the turn. Yeah.
Yeah, it's strong that you can do it during both players' turns.
Yeah.
They need to literally target these trunks.
Yeah. Which, if they do, the -1 of this Unison, when a marker is removed from this card by an opponent's attack, this card gets 10k for the turn. There we go. That's what I knew there was a turn effect on this card somewhere.
But the thing is that the marker needs to be removed by an opponent's attack. So if you play it as a 2-drop, you need to be able to attack, then activate battle to get that skill. And then when they attack it, you're going to be left with only 1 marker on it.
Yeah.
And you need to remember you can do either the activate battle or the auto. So if when they're going to attack into trunks, for the price of 1 marker, they're going to turn off its activate battle.
Yeah.
And remove another marker.
Okay, yeah, I see where you're going with that, yeah.
So I don't think that... I think it's a cool thing with this first auto. But that depends on what the Empower Blue free Unison does, because we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got Zamasu and Whis in this set, so it could literally be anything.
Yeah.
And that's it for the reveal
for
from
yesterday.
the other day. And then today we have Son Goku, Sign of Mastery, which...
So this one I have, so I'm fine on my screen.
Okay, go on then, let's take it away.
So Son Goku, Sign of Mastery. 3-drop, 1 specified red, 19,000 power. Counterplay, limit 1. Play this card. So you can only play this once per turn. Permanent, sparking 7 if your leader card is mono red Son Goku card, specifically Son Goku card. Reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 2.
Oh.
1-drop 19k. If your leader card is a Universe 7 card, so yeah, it needs to be Goku Universe 7 mono red. When this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and gets minus 15,000 power for the turn. Additionally, if this skill reduces the chosen card's power to 0 or less, draw 1 card.
Oh, I really like that.
This is really nice.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of this. I'm a big fan of this card. I like that we have counter players that just play cards now. Like,
it reminds me a lot of those set 7 counter plays. They were really fun.
But I do love that, right? Like, minusing for red is kind of red's identity now. They've got a bit of burn in there every now and again, but like I think red's strength is in minusing, and there's a plenty of deck tools that can help you do it. And just being able to minus 15, even if you don't get the draw, don't get me wrong, the draw is great.
It's amazing that you can replace the card.
Yes. But, like, the fact that this you get your body, which is a Goku, so there's always potential for evolutions and strategies with Goku.
Oh, God, yeah, he's a Goku Universe 7.
Yeah, there's always potential for that. So, yeah, it's good. I really like it. And 19k is in that awkward number zone, which is always fun to deal with.
To be honest, 16 and 19 are exactly the same.
They are, yeah, really. We might have to make a video explaining that.
Yeah.
Android 17, heeding the call. I love that name. I love naming conventions in this game. It just makes me so happy. It's a 1-drop. It's a 0-5 combo. It's a 4k. It's a common card. Auto, limit 1, best 1. If your leader card is a red U7 card. When this card is placed in your drop area from your deck by a skill, play it from your drop area. When this card is played from your hand, draw a card.
See, this is not a good payoff. Because it mills another card. The only thing it gives you is a combo.
Yeah.
If it just played itself, it would be better. Or if it drew you a card.
Yeah.
Because you need a payoff for that self-milling.
You can tell
You don't have a payoff in here.
You can tell they learned from Vegex because that limit is there.
Yeah, the limit is there. It's all fine. But there is no payoff in here.
No,
Vegex
not
still has a payoff. It's either take a life or have a thing that has a removal on it.
Yeah.
This doesn't give you a payoff.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that's fair.
It's on the route to being a payoff card, but it's not a payoff card.
Okay, so we'll see if there's anything else in the set that might go on top of that. So then we have Golden Freezer for the Universe's Survival. So we've had Android 17 for the Universe's Survival.
Yeah, that was a super rare.
So we need a Sun Goku for the Universe's Survival as well, hopefully. So 4 drop, 2 specified red. 19k power dual attack. We've seen that on Freezer quite a bit, haven't we? The 19 and dual attack kind of line.
Yeah, because I mean Frieza is this very, very aggressive, not very defensive one. He tends to win with the aggression. I think that's where the dual attack comes from as well, because he's very sneaky.
But again, it's sparking 7, so you need to have 7 cards in your drop area to get that dual attack. I really
To be honest, turn 2 for that leader.
Yeah, exactly. The leader does that so well and super easy, so it's not the worst thing in the world. So when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 15k for the turn. Yeah, it's a pretty solid effect.
And yeah, you can play it for 1, the same as Android 17.
Yeah, so it's got the same effect of activate main, limit 1, 1 red. If your leader card is red, Universe 7 Sun Goku card, and there are 5 or more U7 cards in your drop area, play this card from your hand. So yeah, so you're not playing it for 4. A 1 drop minus 15, right? Like,
it is 4 drop Frieza though.
True.
And we are getting more Yellow Wish stuff.
Maybe there's something there. Maybe there's
Traitor than the support.
Woo!
Because he's Frieza, not Frieza BR, so...
And here we have our super combo, Frieza Universe 7 combination. A 2 drop 2 specified red, 0-10, super combo sparking 5. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense with this leader. If your leader card is red, when this card is used in a combo, draw a card.
Yeah, it's Universe 7. Easy to grab.
Mm.
And besides that, it's a super combo. We don't have any fancy super combos yet, so...
So if you want to take this Vegeta...
For the Universe's Survival. So it's another 4 drop, 2 specified red. Deflect critical with no requirements. Nice.
Very nice.
When this card is played, draw 1 card. Then choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and they get minus 15,000 power for the turn.
That's huge for red.
Wow.
That's really huge for red.
That is amazing. And then, activate main, sparking 10, 2 energy of any color. If your leader is a monocolor Universe 7 card, play this card from your hand.
I love this. So it doesn't...
So many good leaders can use this.
Gohan.
Yeah, the Gohan was the one I was thinking about because you combo a lot, so you have tons of cards.
Oh.
Shout out to My Wife Hates Games.
Yeah, I was scared that I was gonna say red, which I mean it doesn't, like, you could still use it with the TOP Vegeta leader, but like the fact that they're like, no, if your leader is just a mono Universe 7, and we have plenty of leaders like that, so I'm really interested to see what we can.
But they
build.
need to make sure that Invoker doesn't have an access to this card.
True, and the main thing here, and this is why it's genius, it's too unspecified to play it.
It needs to be, right?
Yeah.
But it's also sparking 10. Many decks will actually struggle to get there.
Yeah.
Early enough.
It's just great, right? It's a deflect. It's a minus 15 to 2 cards.
Yeah.
It's
It's critical.
20k.
20k, yeah.
It's zero. Like, I love this card. I love this card. I think it's an amazing.
This card is
rare.
amazing, yeah.
Yeah, I really like this card a lot.
And watch it being power crept in the next set.
Please no. And I also love the artwork here. I love seeing Vegeta when he's just charging head on into an opponent. Like, he has some of the best facial expressions, especially in the manga where he's his new form. I won't reveal too much. Like, he goes mental with facial expressions. So I'm hoping we see some.
He always goes mental with facial expressions.
Exactly. So I'm really excited to see some of those come to. Like, he's even got the angry line on his forehead, like the little.
Oh yeah, the vein.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Like, so many little touches like that. And then to take us home, we've got Universe 7 Unified, if you want to read us through this.
Yeah, so this is a counterattack for 1 red. Burst 1, negate the attack, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 5,000 power for the turn.
Yeah.
I mean, we have seen better, right?
Yeah, there's definitely better. There's definitely better.
Like, we have seen better.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, okay. Permanent, if your leader card is a mono red Universe 7 card, you can activate this card's activate battle skill from your hand without paying its energy cost. Sure. So it's a negate with extra text if you're mono red U7.
Yeah, think about like the from the last
It's
set, the Universe
Tapian
6 card.
Sword.
Yeah.
This is literally Tapian Sword.
Oh, okay, right. So it's
Activate battle, limit 1, spirit boost 1. Choose one of your leader cards or innocent cards, it gets 10,000 power for the battle.
I like it. I like it.
It is Tapian Sword.
Yeah, I wish it had Warriors of Universe 7. Because that makes it Universe 7, correct? Or
No, Warrior of Universe 7 removes the
then
specified
I
cost.
don't wish it had Warriors of Universe 7. I just wish it had a permanent of this card is treated as
Yeah,
Universe
permanent this
7.
card is treated as Universe 7 card, yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
I think it should have. I think
Yeah.
it should have.
I think that might be.
It would make it better. It's like it's either a negate in the minus 5k, which I think.
Yeah, it's leader
Well,
of Unison card as well.
is that all you've got? Is better, right?
I think so.
And difference in status.
Yeah, I think so.
So
Interesting.
there are cards that are just flat out better than this.
Yeah. So that's it to wrap up the day. Overall, a very interesting take on a new thing. It's not Dredge Coup 2.0. I think the standout for me is the Vegeta from today, definitely. The Super Saiyan Vegeta.
Yeah, the Vegeta is definitely the standard. It's definitely stronger. It's definitely stronger. The strongest card in what we have seen. It's definitely stronger than all of the super rares we've. No, not all of the super rares that we've seen, but I think it's stronger than the Android 17.
Yeah. I think the fact that it can go into other decks is what really helps and pushes this over the limit for me.
I think, no, because Android 17 technically can attack every turn and grab your cards, right? But this one, you play it, it immediately replaces itself. No if and buts, because 17 is very easy to miss, even in the dedicated deck.
Yeah, activate main with deflect, minuses, it draws you a card, minuses 2 cards, 15k.
Ignoring barrier.
Yeah, it's a powerhouse of a card. Definitely, like, you could swap Android 17 and this Vegeta. And
on the rarity slot.
I wouldn't argue with you, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
kind of what I'm thinking.
But
it's also it's a Vegeta with Universe 7.
That's true, yeah.
There was a card that was playing this, wasn't it? With negating its skills.
A 4 cost. Oh, the Cabal one? No,
it
needs blocker, doesn't it?
Oh, does it?
I think it needs
never
blocker.
mind.
But yeah. So overall, a very interesting take. So far, what do you make of the Universe 7 stuff for Red?
I'm going to say what I said earlier. It needs a payoff.
Yep.
I don't think its boss monster is a payoff.
No, it's good. We're not saying it's bad, but it's not enough, right? Like, oh, to get 20 cards in a drop and then play this on turn 4.
Yeah.
I don't see it as the payoff being worth it right now.
Yeah,
especially
that's
with his
kind of
broken foot.
my issue with it.
Especially with his like, I still can't figure it out. It's not me, right? Because I've confirmed with like multiple people that it looks weird.
What, the
The
Goku?
Goku foot, yeah.
Yeah. No, I told you it looks like he broken his calf.
It's fine. So yeah, guys, let us know what you think of U7. I'm sure Evan Glover is very excited to play with all of his new toys and his new best friend. And yeah, I hopefully we'll have Grand Prix tomorrow. Hopefully.
Tomorrow's Christmas Eve, isn't it?
Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. So if we wake up on Christmas and we have a bunch of angels, is that kind of poetic? I feel like it's kind of poetic.
I think it is. I think that might be what they're planning.
It's very apropos, as Steve from Going In Raw would say. That's a weird niche thing that I don't think half of our users will
Users. Yes.
users. Yeah, we're
Yep.
in Tron. We're in Tron. We're in the Matrix. We're all users. Program.
Yeah, we're in the metaverse.
Fuck off. just no, we're not bringing that to this channel. Right, guys, thank you for watching. If we don't see you before Christmas, have a safe and Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays if you
Happy
don't celebrate
holidays
Christmas.
and Happy New Year.
Well, we'll see them before New Year, I'm sure.
Really?
Well, hopefully. Hopefully Bandai reveal some nice cards before New Year. Please, Bandai? Goku Rose wish, please? We
Yes, would be nice, but I think that's sometime in mid-January.
They're gonna make us wait for that one.
Yeah.
So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new, guys, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.